Over here we have our shirtless cowboy, Aiden. Aiden, say hi.
Hello.
He is taking bricks and filling these spots underneath the chicken coop where, since we have smaller ones going in there, I'm worried they will get under there. Normally it's adults. They're adults by the time they get in here. These are extra bricks we just had laying around the property, so it's not costing us anything extra. We're also working on getting the chicken wire up, and we got a new hog panel in place.
All right, we're coming up to one of the last pieces of fencing we need to put up tonight, and then the fencing will be pretty much completely repaired, and all we'll have left to do is on another date get the fencing over top of it to help keep hawks out.
Over here we got Trenton and Aiden working on what's going to be the blueberry patch and raspberries as well. Pretty excited for you guys to see what the setup's going to be. So we've gotten the first post in, well, Aiden and Trenton have, and the setup we're looking at is going to be that post with the board behind it and kind of making a small frame in there. And then we'll have another 4x4 on the opposite end, and we're going to run horizontal arms off of the 4x4s with rope in between we can help tie the bushes with. Making some more progress on the berry patch. One idea I've gotten since we started this is we're only going one 2x4 high for right now. So later on this week I'm going to probably make it another 2x4 high on the sides and fill it full of compost, as this yard gets very wet and this spot does too. So we'll make it like a mini raised bed. We still have quite a bit of compost left over here that we're going to be able to use to fill that. It's going to take a little bit of work pulling it over there, and at this point it's looking like I might have to wheelbarrow it, because earlier I had the two older boys fill this with compost to move over to our raised beds, and we got it dug in pretty good, but there's enough there for the 3 beds we have left for sure. And that will be enough over there to fill the berry bed. It's been a while since I've given an update on the chickens. There's all 18 of them. They're doing really well still. I do need to clean their area out. I'm going to do that tomorrow. But as you can see, they're all very active and very healthy still. We'll be getting eggs in no time. We got quite a bit accomplished today between getting most of the chicken run done. We got most of the sides done on it. There's one small section we have left. We still have to get the stuff put over top to protect them from hawks. All right, so this morning gonna do a little bit of finish work on the blueberry and raspberry patch that we're setting up. That's where we're at now. I'm going to raise the sides up at least one 2x4. I hit record, but apparently I did not. So what I've gotten done so far is I raised the raised bed portion of it up about one 2x4. And I think that's probably going to be tall enough to be 7 inches of soil for the raised bed portion. I put this board across the center to help brace up the 4x4s, and I'm about to put some 45 gussets on there to also help support it. To say is, with a lot of my projects, while I believe making things look good is definitely the way to go, you'll notice that some of my lumber is older or kind of warped. I also try to do things as cheap as I can. For the most part, I'll spend money where I need to, but like for this project, a lot of this lumber I had just laying around the house already, Some of it I was able to get free from places, so the 2x4s weren't the best. But, you know, aside from the nails, I didn't actually pay for any of the lumber that's in this project or that's going to be in this project. And, you know, free is always good. Also, with that, while I do need to put the crossboards on the back, like I said, I'm going to do one probably about here and one a little lower with ropes going across the two sides. I might not be doing that this morning. It'll probably be later on this week. So I went ahead and got the planter part filled with compost, so that should be some very rich soil. All that's left on this is the cross beams, which I'll get to later. Chicken coop now takes priority. It's my first time really going hard and attempting berry bushes. We've tried a few before and just kind of half did it and nothing worked with it. If they don't grow in that soil, then I have some real issues on my hand. That's about three and a half years of our compost. A little bit on the chillier side this morning, but we're gonna go ahead and finish up some of the stuff with the blueberry patch, or well, raspberry and blueberry patch. A few more things to do with those two perpendicular boards in each end and the cable I'm gonna run, but I don't need that right now. I'm also thinking I'm probably gonna put up maybe some chicken wire around it until they get big enough that I don't have to worry about rabbits and such taking them out. I am going to try landscape fabric. I think I have enough left from last year to where I should be able to cover the area. It didn't work out very well for me when we were doing our regular garden, but I'm hoping it will here. I'm also planning on getting some mulch down or wood chips down on top of the landscape fabric, and I'll be using bricks to hold it down. One thing I found with the landscape fabric that actually works out really well, I saw Curtis Stone. You guys have never seen his channel, be sure to check him out. He does urban farming. I think it's Urban Farmer is the name of his channel. To get through the landscape fabric, I just use a little propane torch like that one there, and you can just melt your circle in there for planting it. Okay, figured I'd do a quick little showing of how this works. those holes burnt in there, it's time to plant. Alright, so we got them all planted. We've got our jewel raspberry right here. Our royalty raspberry right here. Heritage raspberry is right here. And then we got our Jersey blueberry right here. Now the Jersey blueberry does worry me a little bit. It's much greener, it's not dormant. So with it still being cold down, I'm not sure exactly how that one's gonna go. I still have to build the box for the strawberries we have. I'm debating on how exactly I want to do that. I've been thinking about just adding on to this end and cutting those 2x4s off, which I need to do regardless, but add another small box at either this end or that end so that we can kind of keep our berries all in one area. But that does it for now. I had 4 days off of work, and with the kids and everything, that helped out a bunch, being able to get a ton of projects done around here. Did 2 mornings before work in this video, and we got a lot accomplished over the course of the 6 days. One of those days was spent with family, just kind of hanging out. Very happy with everything that we accomplished, and I look forward to getting more done. Thank you guys again for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.